Hello, everyone. Okay, I thought I would do this also as of today, so you all can know what kind of videos I'm doing. Now, this will also be slightly another update video, kind of like the last episode, but I do understand that this is going to be more what ifs I am doing. And I did say I was not going to try to do more what ifs, but I took some advice from my brother and decided to do something. I'm going to do the videos I want to do, and if I want to do the next episodes of the next video, I will do it. Though majority of the time, I'll just stick to one series. But seeing the other series are quite a bit, I really don't want to get into them as of the moment. Don't worry, their new parts will be coming out. There are still specials, nonetheless, but I want to start some new channels up, seeing those were specials, and yeah. Maybe, how about this? I'll make this very easy on you all to understand. Every weekend I'll work on those specials. I'll try to get either one or two episodes a week, and those will be primarily those series. Now, while the weekdays are more or less me just hanging around and doing new cool what ifs. And yeah. And when those do, finish, I will make a, new. Then I'll just start uploading videos that were from the week to the, week ends. But when I do get another special, when I do hit 1K, I will do what I just explained 2 seconds ago. Now, if anyone has comments about me doing this, please go down and I will try to address them. And if anyone going to give me shit, I don't care. But if it's actually criticism and a good criticism, I will look at it. But unless it's just you being criticist and just being I'm not really going to talk back or anything. Unless it's really actually good criticism. Now, if I do mess up, I did understand in the last episodes, I have been, talking a little fast and other things. Now I will try to fix those and try to be a better what if channel for how I explain things. But yeah. Now let's get into what if Deku was cheated on and, cheated on. Now, we had to have Deku and, obviously, Hinata, in a relationship. Now, Deku and Hinata were dating since they were in the, first year of school, when they went to the ninja school. She confesses to him around the second, in the middle of that summer break, or at the end of it. So everyone's kind of shocked, but yeah. Now, Hinata is only using him for, Naruto told her about some things that he did find out. Now, Naruto in this would be slightly smarter, so he would eventually find out about the Nine Tails. In him, quite fast now. At the moment, him and the Nine Tails aren't per se best of friends. They will talk to each other. One of the Nine Tails won't get pissed off every single time they speak. But other than that, they're basically like Naruto and him before. Now, Hinata would have only been using him towards to help her clan, towards they get more powerful, because, the last known Uzumaki in the Leaf Village, with a Hinata, or with a Hyuga, chakra with that, with Naruto being, obviously, enhanced chakra reserves, even if it's just not the Nine Tails. Yeah, he's still Uzumaki, and those come with perks, so, yeah. Now, her father, she did explain this, and her father's, accept this because, he realizes she's not in a meaningful relationship. She's using him, and he doesn't really care. Saying that when they do have a child, you can just, get him out of your life. Now, Hinata would have been okay with that, yeah. But, side checking that, they're a little older in this, because I don't really like having, around under 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds to killing people at a young age. Even if they're doing D-list missions for about 2 years. That's still they're 16, no one should kill at that age even. But Naruto universe, so I can't really do that now. Or I can't really blame them for, live or die world, but Now Deku on one particular day, after the whole Hidden in the Mist, or the Hidden in the Waves event, because, just imagine Hinata and him being together. But he still went off on a mission with Sasuke and Sakura. He still stole the scroll of forbidden jutsus. He still was the knucklehead of the group and everything like that. even if he's a tiny bit smarter, I don't think that would change the old knucklehead. Because he's not he will always be knucklehead number one. So yeah, now Deku would have gone to going to back to his own house because Hinata kind of scolded him for just having ramen, so he's kind of having actual food, like his mother said. Though he has no idea who his mother and father are. So yeah, now, Naruto would have gone and also bought not a ring, but a necklace. It's not a more or less expensive necklace, but it's not cheap either. It's middle. Because Deku was saving up because it was Valentine's Day in about 2 days, so yeah. Deku would have gone home and, cooked food and, yeah, basically that. 2 days, or the rest of that day goes by, and the next day, it's Valentine's Day with Deku going over to pick Hinata up to give her the gift. Now, when he does get into the Hyuga compound, he hears moaning from Hinata's room. Now, Hinata would have been about 16. They're all 16, basically, except for the whole, Neji, Ten, and Rock Lee. They're 1 year over, so they're 17, but, yeah. Not much, not a big difference, so, yeah. So if you're thinking, oh, no, never mind. It's like a ship was going to happen, in a 16-year-old in their year and the next year. Yeah, that's not happening. Or that might happen, I don't know. Whatever. Now Deku would have gone, to her room hearing moaning, and, who would have been there? It would have been Kiba. Yeah, she was cheating on him. Though, him asking why she'd do this, her just saying that, looking down, saying, I didn't mean to, but in her head just saying, damn it, I messed up, I shouldn't have done that. Saying that, not on this day, why, because, she's using him, so, yeah. Also, Hina did have a crush, but kind of just put it aside. Because after her father, she kind of grinded that out of her, basically. So, yeah, him throwing her the whole present of it being a nice necklace, even if it's a kind of one of those, fake diamonds, but it does look very nice and, gorgeous to any woman's eyes. Now, she would open and just cried, or not cry, but and to be sad, and Kiba bursting to cheer her up by, bring her back to the bed. And they wouldn't care. Because, her dad didn't care as long as she actually had a, relationship with a clan member. Or a different clan member that, does a different thing. And Kiba's part of a clan that, you could think of it as a location finding group. Basically, how dogs have those really keen sense of smell. Yeah, they're a dog-based clan that is like a search and rescue kind of team, if you would put it that way. Hyugas are more like, they're very precise and, they use the Byakugan. Now, run down about Byakugan, if no one knows what it is. Think of it where it's easier to point out pressure points and certain spots that could deactivate, or, make your arm go numb, not being able to use it for several times. Or unless you could just hit yourself. Or saying there are chakra points, they can also hit those, and it would basically what happened to Naruto, but 10 times worse, seeing you don't got the nine tails in you. So, yeah. So basically what happened to Hinata in the whole round of her versus Neji. Yeah, not pretty sight. So, yeah. Now, Neji would have, not per se hate Naruto, but he also didn't like him. They're on equal footing at the moment, so they're not good. They are friends, yes, but they're not like, oh hi. They're like, oh hey Naruto, hey, what you doing? I'm doing this. Oh cool, bye. Yeah, they're kind of on those talking terms. So yeah, now I will get back to the story because I'm getting off track. Now Deku would have gone, and he would ask to go on a training arc, and a unique one at that. Now Deku would have asked Lady Tsunade, because they've done that whole mission. I'll just say they did it 2 weeks before this, so yeah. Tsunade is there. Now, she would have been fine with it, because, well, he still had to go on that training arc either way. Now, this would be a slightly longer, not 2 years. It would be actually 5 years. Now, yes, there's still a Akatsuki, Akatsuki. I can't say it. Akatsuki there. But their plan is different in this. Pain doesn't want to, well, kill every single person to leave. He wants to kill the more or less dictatorship, but keep the good dictatorship alive. So basically, kill all the bad people basically like Donzo, kill them and then, well, leave the good politicians like, well, Tsunade, that actually are doing something good and trying to actually help people and be more friendly to their neighboring countries. Because they realized that Tsunade had that she had no choice in the matter of the whole war that happened back then. She wasn't even a Hokage, and maybe she was a Sannin, yes, but she was not at that point. Or at least not at the whole, well, not Sannin yet. Only Jiraiya and, well, Orochimaru were at that point, not her. She was the last one to become well, what's it called now? It's not Senju. I'm sorry when I can't remember the name. Sannin, yeah, Sannin. She was the final one. Final one. So yeah. Though that's not discrediting Tsunade. She is one motherfucking badass woman. No offense to anyone. Or not trying to be. That's not to sound weird or well me being like I should Hinata or I can't say like I should. Well, Tsunade. She's very terrifying as a mother. I could see that. Yep. If Sakura got anything from Tsunade, it's that. Oh God. Alright, whatever. I will continue the story. Now Deku would have gone on a training arc learning different things from, well, Jiraiya. Now Jiraiya would have, well, gone and actually, since he had more time, he actually taught Naruto Sage Mode. Deku doesn't have full control of it, though he's almost there. Near the first year. But Deku also would have gone to a certain, I think it's Dojutsu, or swordsmanship, I'll say that. Now, Deku's sword would have, I believe, I have it, the image behind this, wait, no, never mind. Alright, I'll just explain what he looks like now. I really don't, and I don't think it would matter. When he does come back and all that, he would look like this, and have this mask. Now, this is from different whatever I'm going to do, but he will be getting this sword. Now, why would he be getting this sword? This sword is made of a certain material. Now, as we all know, Naruto has wind chakra. That wind chakra can be put into a certain blade, and yeah. If any of you know, well, Asuma, he has wind chakra. He, well, can infuse his wind chakra into a blade. And we all saw what happened to that boulder. So yeah, Naruto can do that with his wind chakra. Now, well, there were times when he did went back to the village to more or less tell Tsunade different things. So, though it was really just like Jiraiya coming in and just saying that while Naruto just waited. Though he did talk to Asuma and get an explanation of the whole, wind chakra transformation and all that. So, he could do it. Now his all abilities just need to be more refined. So, yeah. And Deku would have found out he actually has lightning chakra. He does not have lightning chakra. He has water. Wind. And not fire. I'll just say he has those two chakra natures, yeah. But when it comes to him having Karama, he still has that whole yin yang thing. So, yeah, now Deku would have obviously been training on swordsmanship for the first year, and anything physical like, taijutsu, or his whole combat thing. He does all that. Second year, he actually becomes he does still train, there's no doubt about that. It just, he doesn't do as much, but more focused on reading and learning new things. So he's more, smarter than your average person. he's, well, at the age, he's not as smart as, well, what's his name? Sort of the next age. Shikamaru, but he's like 75% as smart as he is, so he's no slouch. So yeah. And on the third month, he learns, well, obviously, Sage mode and anything, well, jutsu related. Now, I did explain that he has also wind and water. Now, he would have learned how to do the water dragon jutsu. What Zabuza did to him, and, well, in the wave arc of making that mist, and yeah. And also learns water prison. Now, Deku would have, well, learned how to use wind chakra in different ways. Obviously, as I explained before, how to infuse it in his sword. But he also learned how to do a, well, what's it called? Wind style. It's kind of like when he blows a lot of air into him, and kind of like, it's like what air version of the, well, great fireball. Think of it like that. But whenever it does hit anything, it's, well, blows it aside, not burns it. And blows it up. So yeah. Because it's kind of like how Neji would do his rotation. Kind of like a big spinning sphere. But it's not like a spinning sphere, it's kind of like a big boom. So blow anything away. So, yeah. So, and what else would I give him? What other juices would be good for him? I do believe he does know he can do this in the regular show, because I have, so I'll give him the, well, the Thunder God. Or not the Thunder God, the Flying Raijin. Now, if you don't know what the Flying Raijin is, I will give you a short rundown. It was his father's, well, he copied off of the second Hokage, but improved on its own. Now, this is more or less a teleportation, where he can teleport to anything that has that seal. But he mainly put it on kunais and anything like that. Anything that I could just throw and add something. Now, Deku would have learned it from his, well, from getting the Forbidden Seal, and yeah. The only bad thing about it is he had to make his own, like, seal of his own father's version. Because that version worked for his father, but though, seeing it had his chakra in it, it was Naruto's chakra. Even if they were similar and stuff like that, it wouldn't have happened. So he had to make his own, which Jiraiya chuckled at, and Naruto was like, patty face was like, no, I have to put these in. So whenever Deku did, well, want to learn the Flying Raijin, so over the whole year of him studying, he kind of in free time just made those. So yeah, so he was ready to do it. Because, well, as we all know, Naruto's that one knucklehead that puts his mind to it and he'll do it. Yeah. Now, Deku would have, well, finally gone back to the village and meeting everyone. Now, seeing, well, Sasuke still being there, why, well, Naruto was not as, well, he could tap into Naruto's, well, the whole, well, you know what, Sasuke wouldn't be there. He'll still have the whole contradiction of, well, him and Naruto. And yeah, now, Sasuke, I would say, he would nothing would change, because I don't see that changing in his story. So Deku would have known some wind style, have a sword, some, well, water style, and wind styles, Flying Raijin, a imperfect, Sage mode. And if you're wondering what I mean by imperfect, he doesn't need the toads to help him out. It's more or less it will be the drawbacks of, like, Jiraiya's, where he will turn into a frog if he does it long enough, but it's better than, the drawbacks are better than what Jiraiya has, because he's been training on it more. So, yeah. Also, Jiraiya would also get a better version of it, but not as good as Naruto. Seeing Naruto had more free time while Jiraiya was more or less getting information. So, yeah. But he did take the time when they did go to the whole sage area. So, yeah. Now, when Deku does the whole thing saying, "I'm back, bitches," with, well, Sakura saying, "Oh, it's good to see you again, Naruto." Him saying it's good too, and, well, and Hinata looking at Naruto. Now, Naruto would look at her and be disgusted. Now, Naruto is still not, he tolerates Hinata at the moment. So he can, if it does come to a mission, he'll tolerate her, and yeah, no. Kona, it's a different story. He will outright didn't ignore her. Like, if he had a phone and they both had phones, yeah, block that bitch. Yeah, you wouldn't talk to me, that bitch. So, yeah, no talking. Now, it was scoff and going off. Now, several people would have also, would have obviously gone by that the Nine Tails has come back, or the Nine Tails Freak Demon, Naruto has come back, all that shebang. And rumors. Like in the old show. So, yeah. With, well, Tsunade asking, or at least one day did go by, and Tsunade hearing the news that Naruto did come back. Her allowing him to rest that night because, well, they kind of were on a trip for 3 years, not 2 years, so he would need a little time to at least, well, rest. Now, an Anbu would have gone to Naruto that next morning, knocking on his door, saying that Lady Tsunade, or the 5th Hokage, would like to see him. Him not being him wanting to see also tonight, he just says okay and just says he'll be there in 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, we do anime plot armor. He gets ready and goes off, putting new clothes on. His clothes, Bill being this, and with this mask on his hip, as well as this sword on his back, kind of like how Kakashi had his, though on like its diagonal, so it's kind of like not Sasuke's, like how a ninja would hold it. Him obviously coming back to the Hokage's office and just saying hello, Tsunade, with him smoking. Her saying, "Don't do that, you're gonna kill yourself." Him saying, And I'll just say Asuma's there and just says, "Yes, I'm not the only one that smokes. And I have a smoking buddy." And Naruto has seen him and just nod. They both nod. They realize what smoking buddies, and seeing Jiraiya didn't smoke, Naruto was like alone for the whole smoking part. Now he has a buddy, so I'll just say that. Now, he would have more or less, stop smoking, blowing the rest of his smoke out, and manipulates some of his water chakra to make a small, water, and burns the rest of the ash or the heat off of the whole cigarette. And, I'll just say throws it to a garbage can. So, yeah. So it won't start anything on fire. Her saying thank you. Him saying sure. And remembering he has one more cigarette in his pocket, and this might take a while. So, yeah. Now, she would have gone the whole explanation of her wanting to fight Sakura. Now, seeing this is a longer time skip. Also, I should have said this. Sasuke is obviously better because, more time has passed. Also, Sakura would have been more better with her whole chakra and everything like that. So she would be slightly stronger in that aspect, but not too much. Though her healing would be a lot better with the more added time to it. Because she kind of more focused on that last year with the whole chakra, or the old chakra healing stuff. Kind of like that. So, yeah, she's more best in that. But she still has that whole, Tsunade, the whole, you put chakra into your forehead and all that. Yeah, she also has that. So, yeah. What should I do now? So, Tsunade would still give the whole explanation of, fight Kakashi. Now, Kakashi would also be powerful, more powerful than the enemy, because, well, if any of you did not know, Kakashi was training in those 2 year spans. Now, seeing this was 3 years, it would be slightly more powerful, so him being having a little more better. But seeing it was only 1 more year, he wouldn't be as well. It would be a little more powerful than his 2 year counterpart. So yeah, so he would be able to use more of the more Mangekyo Sharingan, but yeah, at least 2 times more. And I do think he can use it like 3 times, so he has 5 now. So yeah. Now, well, they go out. Now, seeing they're all more or less still on equal footing, though, Naruto has the trick up his sleeve, which would have been Sage Mode. Because more or less the entire fight was them being even now. Deku would have rolled out Sage Mode, and Kakashi got bodied. So, power example now. Sakura is, yes, weaker than both of them, but physical strength-wise, she beats them both. No question about that. But with Naruto, he's more powerful than Sakura and Kakashi. I'll get into Kakashi next. Because, well, yes, his base power level is as powerful as Kakashi, but that's without Sage Mode. You activate Sage Mode. He's more powerful than, well, anyone in the Leaf at the moment. Though, he's more or less equal footing with everyone, or more or less a high shonen level whenever you have him in regular mode. Sage Mode is, well, low Kage level. Though, yeah. Now, Kakashi would have been in between both of them. With, well, seeing he does not have any sort of Sage Mode, or any mode to be exact, yes, he might have more, well, Mangekyo times he can use it, but I don't per se he would like to use it on Naruto. And, well, to his unknown knowledge, eradicate him out of the world. But really, he just goes to the pocket dimension, as we all know. Also, he would not know how to do the old phasing thing. That's not happening. So, yeah. Now, well, obviously, Deku would have, well, gone over and, well, and beat him. But, yeah, so he wouldn't use the old tactic of him telling the whole, well, story. They would both still get the old medals, or the old bells, and gone off. Now, after that, they would have been tasked to go retrieve Sasuke after getting more information. Now, what would Sasuke be at? Now, he would be around the same tier as Sage Mode Naruto. Now, Naruto would have, over the 3 years, be able to go to KCM 1. Not KCM 2 yet. He hasn't been well gifted the old Sage abilities, or the 6 Path abilities yet. That will come in due time. But the Sage is watching over Naruto like he always says, so at the moment he's just curious of when he should give it. Seeing he is progressing pretty fast, and yeah. So it will happen a little earlier. So we will have a KCM 2 Naruto coming soon. Now they have gone to, well, Sasuke, and wow, the old fight scene of him versus Sasuke. Of him trying to come back. They would have been on equal footing, and, well, it got to the point of them almost going to the stage of when they did fight back in the end of Naruto. Though it would have been at the point of when they're both not knocked out without their arms, but kind of like the point of, well, Naruto and him are quite exhausted. But Kakashi is being a little more, well, being with them, would have, well, taken Naruto, but trying to get Sasuke, but, well, failing because Orochimaru was there. So, yeah. But Naruto and Sasuke know that would have ended in a draw. They both know that for a fact. Because with Naruto, well, obviously with, well, yeah. Obviously with, well, they're both powers. Because I will be giving, well, Sasuke the whole, I do believe it happened in the past, the whole, well, Susanoo, Mangekyo Sharingan. he would be getting that as well. So, yeah. He would be able to, well, use his former side, but yeah. Not the internal, not yet. He hasn't killed Itachi yet. So, yeah. Now, I'm doing something off canon that might shock you all. It's a mission to retrieve, well, Itachi and bring him back to life to be debriefed. Now, everyone has been saying, wait, don't you want to kill them? Well, now revealing to the truth, but very high Joni know this, and it's an S-rank secret. So, sorry Sasuke, you're still not going to find this out. Because if I did do that, well, Itachi would have blown his cover. So, yeah. So, now Itachi, still having his but so his undercoverness will still be undercoverness. Now Deku would have gone off and with a 3-man team. Now Kakashi had been on a mission before that. So, but they still got Sai, which is still a thing. That won't be changing. Now, obviously, Deku, being the, well, more prominent and, well, older, would have been as, well, pissed off when he did talk about Naruto's, the thing that's in between his pants, basically. Naruto saying whatever and going off. Now, in this walk of, well, being proud because no one knows how long Naruto's thing is. Now, I'm not being gay. I'm just saying. Just merely saying a fact. Also, no homo. Now, he would have been met by a certain, well, pink, purple hair girl. Now, this would be the ship. Now, this person would have kept what is said a fake name being named. Well, I'll just say her name's Bella. It's a fake name, so it won't be as used. Now, Bella would have looked at Naruto, realized he's the Jinkirti. I can't believe say that word. The Jinkirti. What the we all know he's the Jinkirti. He has the 9 tails inside him, so, and she knows that. But his rugged good looks are, well, upsetting, and seeing she's a female, no offense to females, she kind of blushes a bit. But it's still a little bit, but she puts that to the side of her mind now. I'm saying this now, it's Konan, but I'm also aging her down towards, she's at 20, and Deck was around, seeing he was 16. She's 2 years older than him. So, yeah. Because I do think that she's 30 in the whole anime. But I'm aging her down a couple years. So, yeah, I'm seeing Deku is kind of older, and I do want that to be ship, and I don't want to be her being 30 and Deku being, well, 20. A 10-year thing wouldn't be as well wanted as other ships. Because I could just splat out, just say that I could do 10-10 ship with him. But that wouldn't be as nice, so I'm doing Konan for him. Now, if anyone does not ship Konan and him, honestly, I don't care. I kind of like this ship if you do H or down, but other than that, no. That's really the only time I would like Konan to be a ship, if you could H or down. Also, Konan would still have the whole, thing of being with the Akatsuki, but seeing she's on a mission because they did get word that something happened in a new secret did come out from one of their spies, but seeing it was an S-rank secret. Konan was sent in. Now, Konan would be wearing a disguise, so she would have still the pink hair, just different style, and, no offense, slightly darker skin. Now, no offense, I do understand that's a little racist comment, and if anyone was offended, I'm truly sorry. And her eyes obviously being orange, but changed to, or her eyes color is orange, but it was changed to, well, blue. She has blue eyes, so yeah. No, yeah, no. Deku, being a guy, just said, because they kind of bumped into each other, because Conan wanted it, because she, well, wanting to get to know the Jinkurity and know if she can, well, manipulate him. Her ending that conversation, having a crush. Her thinking, why is she feeling an emotion like this to the person she's trying to kill? Now, as we all know, this has happened in several different animes of the woman trying to kill a man and realizing she has feelings for him. Because, well, the man has rugged good looks, to be a short example. And Deku would have not, well, shown her hostility or any such form, being kind and, well, yeah, helping her up and, yeah. Now, because she was there about 1 week before this, to be prepared. Now, how would she know that Deku would have been there that week? Well, in the whole anime, if you don't know this, they have a big organization of people telling them stuff. And they could probably simply just buy stuff out of out of different things. So, yeah, I do believe that could happen. And that's just not being that's not a spoiler or anything. It's just me being, realistic in that situation. They have all that money and, well, they're still an organization. They could, do jobs for information. And even if they have their own, intel organization, use that too. So, yeah, that's just me being a little realistic. Now, she would have gone back to her apartment, being there 1 week before, so she would obviously have an apartment, so she doesn't have not to live on the streets. Yeah. Now that rest of the day, informing that the Akatsuki that person is there now. Though she wouldn't be wearing a robe because, well, she doesn't want to get caught. She kind of left that back at the old base. So if someone went snooping, well, yeah, they wouldn't find it. Now, more days would have passed on, her trying to get more close to Naruto. Now, she thinking in her head that she doesn't have feelings and just puts that back of her head. But whenever Deku finally also end up liking her, though, yeah, he asks her on a date. Her saying that she will think about it. Now, in this situation, she would have probably thought about it as a, information gathering operation to get more information out of him, so she would accept. Though on the date, let's just say he was a, gentleman and being curious about what she does. Her, caving in, saying she's actually a rogue ninja, but she left that light behind her and just wants to live in peace. Deku being respectful and saying that's fine, and saying she doesn't want to be a ninja anymore, he has no problem. Saying that she's just a civilian now, right? Her lying saying yes. Now, Deku would not, because I'll just say he can only have Yin Yang released when he is in his, KCM 2 mode, which he hasn't gotten yet. So, yeah. Now, Deku would have offered her to, it was late and they were kind of close to his house, offering her to stay at his place. Her accepting it, but so she can more or less get him out of the whole, base now. Or the whole village to take him away. She tries to, grab a kunai, and yeah. With her wearing a kunai belt, kind of out of habit, and does asking her, saying it's kind of habit. Him understanding that it's kind of habit for him too, and any ninja, so yeah. Also, it's also for protection. Saying, because Deku knows that. Because, as we all know, Conan is a, no offense to women, beautiful woman. So she would get the odd guy remarking and, being an asshole and not being a gentleman to always being a gentleman to a woman, but him not being. So, whenever you do have a man doing that, they either don't live long enough or they are just, knocked the fuck out. Or just injured. Most of the time injured, but yeah. She only kills the people that really piss her off. Yeah. But no one would know about that because, not Itachi. Oh, only Itachi would know about that, and, how would he know? They went on a mission once, only one time, yes, it was their only mission, but some, well, males were trying to basically do that. That night they died, and Itachi has that sensation that, don't fuck with her. Be a gentleman. Don't fuck with her. Be a gentleman. So, yeah. Itachi, no, no, no. Now, well, back to the story. She would have tried to, well, take Naruto. Naruto realizing, or she would offer him to go get him a drink. Him accepting but begrudging, saying he could have gone it. Her saying no, it's fine, and saying that he's letting her stay over. Now, Naruto did have suspicions that she was, well, acting weird. And yeah, he would have smelled the drink, realizing it's poison. Now, something on his trip. Jiraiya, being the, well, smart person he is of information gathering and knows when someone else is trying to get information. Now, Deku would have smelled poison and masking something. Him, well, getting Kohan's two arms together, putting them together, and holding them with one hand against the wall, saying that, who really is she? Her being shocked and saying, who? I'm Bella. We just went on a date. Him saying, I know we just went on a date, but what's your real name? Her saying, damn it, and proceeds to, well, take her disguise off. Not change her clothing, but changing, well, her whole facial preference. Now we would get a, well, actual looking Konan. With the old orange eyes, purple hair, and yeah. Her saying she's Konan of the Akatsuki. Him saying, so, why are you here? Her saying that she was tasked to, well, get him to their, well, the hidden in the, I think it's Rain village. Him saying that's, or the Akatsuki, so they can, well, protect the world. Him being curious and saying, what do you mean? The world might be, well, terrible, and I'm not one to, and I know that personally. That doesn't mean you just kill it. Or whatever the hell you're gonna do. Her saying, why? Oh, really? What did you go through? No, it would explain his backstory. But this backstory would have explained with her still being, well, not, well, still captured. So yeah, now, she would have, well, realized she's also gone through pain. Yeah, so she would have said fine. And Deku would have let her go. Her immediately getting out of kunai saying, why do you do that? Him saying, you don't seem the type to attack me for no reason. And going up to closer and kissing on the cheek saying, oh, so you do have a crush on me. You are, well, though you're kind of not wanting to realize it, saying you don't want to get a relationship, right? Her blushing saying, how did you, him saying, I'm a good judge of character. Now, one thing I didn't explain, Deku was aware she was not who she said she was. Why? Well, Deku was cheated on. He doesn't want to be cheated on again, so he would do, well, a little back check. Now, he would have found out, because Konan gave a whole backstory of her, saying she always lived in the village. Well, he found out she lived in the village for about 2 weeks at that point. So, yeah. With her, well, kind of dropping the kunai, saying that she just wanted to protect or help my, well, a friend, and yeah, him saying, so does that friend do anything for you? Her realizing Nagato was a total dick to her the entire time, and more or less using her as a way to, yeah. Now I do understand the whole series, they were more, they were still kind of close, but yeah. This one, Nagato was more or less using her and faking it. Now she would have finally realized she was played and saying that, oh, you mother. And Deku saying, so you were also played? Her being, what do you mean? Him saying, oh, I know what it feels to get cheated on. So yeah. Her saying, wait, what? And him saying, yeah, it's fine. Have you seen that Hyuga girl? Hinata? Her saying, yeah. Saying that she was just using him to, well, more or less have a child to, well, use. Her saying that's fucked up. Him saying, I know, right? Now, she would have been, well, one night. She just said one night. And they would, well, intimate moments. Not explaining anyone. Now she'd have woke up And well, with her waking up to see new Naruto with a lovely smell. Now, if you're thinking I'm letting Naruto cook, why? Well, I really think he would actually be able to cook, and seeing they were on the road for a while, he would have to learn and stuff like that. So yeah, because either he killed animals or just caught fish basically. So yeah, she would have heard the sound of cooking. Now she would have woken up or got out of bed, putting at least some, Naruto's, one of Naruto's sweaters on. It's just literally just black sweater with a hoodie and coming out. Her wearing, no offense, to any women, underwear and bra. And him saying, so you gonna be selling my shirts now, or my sweaters now? Her saying, maybe. And Sis says, thanks for last night, she needed it. Him saying that you need to cope, and yeah, it was fine by me. Saying, I had a blast. Her blushing, saying, wait, what? Him saying, nothing. And yeah. Now, I do believe that's I'll go a little longer. I'm feeling adventurous. I'm wanting to do more. Seeing I really am just recording one video today because I'm kind of tired of my school. It's very tiring seeing I'm in a different class and all that. Now, I won't give any details because I do know schools do need to keep privacy. Just saying one thing, it's tiring with other students. And it gets annoying, that's all I'm saying, for privacy's sake, for the school. Seeing I really don't get sued. Yeah, that would be bad. And maybe that my channel would be taken off of YouTube or some crap like that, I don't know, but I'd rather not take the chance. So YouTube, I'm not explaining everything, so don't, please, no sue or anything like that. So yeah, now back to the story. Dad was saying that if, she comes clean and all that, he can at least vouch for her. Her saying thank you, and they would go to Tsunade. Deku explain the whole situation, and also saying that she's not a threat, and she was used by, her explaining the plan. Now, this news would have gone to Nagato quite fast and being mad and saying that, damn it, she figured it out, and all that. And yeah, with her, just saying that if she ever leaves the village without supervision, Deku was saying, I'll look after her. Him saying, are you sure, Naruto? What happens when you go on missions? Saying that, we'll just make sure she doesn't go outside the village when I'm not here. And Konan saying, I'm fine with that. So yeah, she wouldn't be interrogated and tortured because she kind of just gave the information up right in front of Tsunade. And I don't think she would kind of be outnumbered, and yeah, she did attack Naruto would easily take her out. That or just the old Anbu would be overwhelming over her, and seeing she's kind of right in the middle of a village, and also right beside the Hokage, I don't see that how she would win. Being realistic, because I don't think, because there's usually at least 10 Anbu always beside, hidden around the Hokage. And that's not adding up the ones around the village that could easily just get there in seconds. Then you also have the whole, actual shinobi, not the actual main shinobi around the village also, which is quite a lot. And even the ones that are in, the whole area. And that's minusing, Naruto, Tsunade's assistant, and seeing Tsunade can also, be a force of reckoning. Yeah, Konan would not survive that. So she also wouldn't get tortured, as I just explained, because she told everything, so yeah. She would have more or less said that she also lived here, and saying that she'll grab her things and move to Naruto's house. Naruto saying, alright, and I'll accompany you, saying I do need to watch you. Tsunade would have waved them off, saying goodbye, and does say to Konan that there will be an offer for her soon. Her asking what it is. Her saying, let's see how well you do for the first 2 weeks. Now, in those 2 weeks, Konan would have mainly just been supervised, though Gaara, would have been taken, obviously. Now Naruto would have been more powerful, so Gaara would have died at first because they would have got there a little earlier. Kazis was more laid back because they heard, well, Konan had to go in. So they kind of delayed the whole Sand Village attack, or capturing Gaara. But with Naruto being a little faster, he would have gone there quicker. Now, seeing Sakura would also have been there, well, and with her more or less improved healing chakra, she would also help Datara, or I think his name's Datara, a lot faster. Now, yeah, which also leads to them finding the whole base out faster. Now, they would have still gotten the whole, with Naruto having, well, KCM1 and everything like that, he hasn't learned the whole combine of Sage mode and KCM1. But he mainly just uses this more or less Sage mode. Though using slightly about some of his, well, KCM1 powers, just using, like if you ever seen the whole fight with him versus Sasuke, how he kind of used his, like, made chakra arms when he wasn't in his whole state. Yeah, he did that. Whenever he got lightly overwhelmed. Now, Sakura been also more powerful, so her against, or no, his name's not Datara. The puppet guy. With him against the whole, well, the Akatsuki puppet guy, she would have more of a better time, but still getting the whole, well, puppet trick on her with the grandma. But sadly, in the story, I am going to, well, kill off the grandma. Rip and track, grandma. You're always our second favorite old person. Because first, Gigi will always be our favorite, no matter what. At least to me. Now she would be the second oldie. So, yeah. So, now they would have gone back with Gaara being, well, looking at Naruto and seeing all his progress, and him being jealous that he has KCM. Though, yeah. Also, how would Grandma die, seeing Deku to save her? I'll say, well, puppet guy, or Akatsuki puppet guy would have, well, obviously, well, killed her somehow. I don't know. She either got fired, blasted away, or just, well, or just water pierced. But enduring the pain, then, well, dying to blood loss, because, well, she's old, so, yeah. Now, Deku would have gone back. Now, them hearing more about where Itachi's whereabouts is. Because they got the mission, yes, but they were, well, waiting on information to pop up again. Because when they did go out, Itachi wasn't there. They would have heard that Sasuke and Itachi were going to fight soon. And yeah. Now, in that, Sasuke was about to kill. Their fight scene would have happened basically the same, to be fair. But when Itachi was about to kill, or take it, go to tap his forehead, he would still be as injured, maybe even a little more, though I don't know for sure. Because he would have also been more powerful. Or he would also been a little more combat experience over that 1 year, so I don't know. I'll just say they were equal terms, at least. But before he died, seeing Sakura was also wanting to bring back, Sasuke, she immediately went towards, Itachi healing him. Him saying what? Now Deku would have stopped him from trying to, Chidori her. Now, he would explain the whole scenario, and him looking at his hand and saying, what have I done? Him saying it's fine, and knowing Sakura, saying that Lei Tsunade helped her and trained her, so she's very skilled in medical ninjutsu. Now, he would have heard Tsunade legendary capabilities of healing. Now, she, even Even Sasuke knows that, well, Sokka wouldn't be the best at fighting, though healing is a different story. It's not fighting. So yeah, he puts trust in it, and also but saying that if he dies on you, I'm not coming back to the village. Her saying that he should be fine actually, and it just he really the only thing that happened to him is his eyes will be needing to get a transplant. Saying that and saying okay. Now, in this whole time skip, they would have brought Itachi back with Itachi finding out over the trip about Naruto, Sasuke, and yeah, and well, the whole state of the village, and being a little happy and also sad. Why? Well, he's sad because, well, he doesn't know. He knows that he's gonna get, well, demonized, and yeah, that would be sad for him. Because, well, he still get the Uchiha clan, that's still the same. So he's also happy that he actually gets to spend time with his brother, and he's actually being, well, inducted back to the village, and not being rogue, and being forced to do things he wouldn't like to. So, yeah. Now he would have seen a Konan. It's him being curious, saying, why is she doing here? Her saying she abandoned the Akatsuki. So, yeah. He would have not heard about this. Why? Well, he was too busy getting ready for Sasuke. In those, well, 2 weeks before. Yeah. So, he would have not heard about the whole Konan situation. And being shocked and saying, what about, well, Nagato? Or the whole, what about Pain? Her saying that his name is actually Nagato, and her giving the whole explanation of, well, him. Him looking at her saying, so you were used just like me? Her saying, pretty much. But I did find, though, puts her arms around Naruto's arm, saying, though I did find him and he'd helped me. Him going to ask Naruto to be put aside. Now, Anpu would follow them. Naruto waving them off, saying it's fine. Him putting 2 arms on Naruto's hands, shoulders, and saying, and activate. Even if he is blind, he does activate his Mangekyo Sharingan, not caring. Stating that if he does hurt, well, her heart, she would kill him. Now, the Anbu would, well, still having to do it, but realizing that it's a matter of him loving that, so they really don't, well, not caring. Yeah. And they also heard the whole situation of them and Naruto being a good boyfriend, so they're not too concerned about that. Though they still report this to, well, Tsunade, her laughing her ass off with the whole elders saying why she's laughing and this is not a jokeable situation. Her just saying, Naruto cheating, why would he cheat? He knows how that feels, and, well, the elders face palming in their head, saying, oh yeah, he got cheated on, so why would he be cheating on others? Why would he make other people feel the same that he felt? That wouldn't be like him. So, yeah. Now, him and Konan would have spent more time together because he was busy that week. And they really only got times of, well, Naruto coming back at certain times and having to leave LO afterwards. Being busy either on missions and finding Itachi and, well, yeah. Now, what would happen to Danzo? Danzo executed. And the ninja would have been their seals taken off and explained, which would have been even more prominent if Danzo getting a faster execution. Though it would still take 10 times, because he saw his Izanagi. Now, if you don't know what Izanagi is, it's a, well, Uchiha Jutsu. Now, if, well, an Uchiha could sacrifice their Sharingan to live again. What I mean is, say you would have a certain Uchiha getting stabbed in the heart and obviously dying. Now, before they died, they could have the option of sacrificing one of their eyes to, well, help or to bring them back to life. So, yeah. Now, I think it's called Tsunade. I do believe it's, though there's another option for that, yeah, but whatever. But yeah. But 10 executions later, because really what they did was they just killed Danzo, well, 9 times, or 10 times, and seeing he was on his final life, they kind of just did a public thing. So, yeah. So they didn't have to see Danzo die 10 times, because that would have been really mortified for all the kids. Because one time would have been enough. So, yeah. Now, Tsunade would have come clean to the village of who Naruto's father is. Now, Naruto would have obviously found out about it, because, well, seeing he does have KCM1, which would have led to him taking the seal off, and him finding out Kushina, Minato, and actually at the same time. So, yeah. Now, I do believe that is a good spot to leave it off. Now, please, be good people and be a good criticist, not a bad criticist.